Today, today I want to give a message. Now, the message is very simple. If you call my call centers, that's fantastic. They're going to tell you it's going to take 3 to 6 months to kind of rebuild you, get you some personal business credit, and that's great. 3 to 6 months. Now, once I analyze you personally, and I do that for everyone, I can tell you exactly how long it's going to take. But let's go back in time. I actually wrote a lot of the rules and tools behind the scenes, or TRW became Experian. So there's certain things you need to know. I'd like you to get your tablet and pen out. Could you do that for me, please? Tablet and pen. We're going to end up turning your tablet this way in the beginning. Now, let's understand. You want the American dream. Is that correct? Everybody wants the American dream, but the problem we have with that, it's not as easy to obtain. And that's what we're going to look at. It's crazy. Now, I'll bet you had some friends and family, all right, kind of take advantage of you or knock you down. That happens as well. And in this world, it's very difficult to get to the main art dream. Let's understand. This is live. You got a question? Type it out. Please challenge me. I am as bored as can be. Okay, literally bored. And that's just the way I do things. Now, there's no pictures, there's no recording. But again, I'm going to tell you a certain page to take a picture of, because I want to show you how exactly to get the American dream. So again, let's play. Now, may I accomplish my goals? I have no damn excuse. And by the way, I'm sorry. Not really, but I'm kind of blunt and to the point. You see, most of you, all right, sorry, are lazy. All right, lazy. You want someone to hand it to you. Whee! That doesn't happen. Happy or not, you really want to go get it. That's good for you. Let's teach you to play the game. Let's teach you to win. Would that be okay? So let's understand. Every time I hear some idiot, and I'll say idiot, sorry. Let's say white man can't jump. I broke the world record in 1981, fastest and highest kick on planet Earth. I kicked the door jam at 10, and I actually kicked the basketball hoop when I was at 14 at Chihuahua Junior High. The registered newspaper took a picture and said, "White boys do jump." Well, guess what? We do. So let's get some goodies. I like goodies, don't you? You see, I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. I thought it sucked. But I didn't get lucky, get a mommy and a daddy like most of you. So I had to get out of what I call hell. So let's play my way. You know, 16. So rags to riches. That's the way it is. Okay, we're going to focus right here. Can you focus here? Now, the funny thing is when people call one of my call centers, I don't have a corporation, I got an LLC. I'm sorry, that makes that person sound silly and kind of stupid. An LLC is a corporation. So let's understand corporation. I don't care if it's LLC, C Corp, or S Corp. We got to understand how to play. Chapter 18 is right in front of you. You see it right there? I'm going to circle where it says a corporation is a legal person. Now, why is that possible? Supreme Court says so. The United States of America Incorporated. 50 corps, 50 states and cities are corps as well. Okay, so there's a pattern here. Now, I'm going to basically tell you what I learned that I was 7.5 years old. This is what happened to me. See, my mommy, she threw me in a trash can when I was born, outside Garden Hospital, born in a freaking taxi. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. You know what? Simple. She has a poker game every Wednesday night, these rich and famous people. I'm in the corner taking my notes. They said a corporation's a legal person. See, you should be curious about what a corporation really is. Now, let's understand, what did I do? I went to the Torrance Police Department. Next door is a library. Ma'am, what does this mean? I want to know what it meant. She was rude. Dang. She walked away. 5 minutes later, hits a microphone in the mud. She was, damn. Like I bothered her or something. I went to the library for 2 years. 2 years. What I wanted to do is figure things out for myself. So let's understand. I taught myself how to read at 2.5 years old, memorize everything they said and everything in the books. That was fun. Now let's watch what I circle next. It says, may sue or be sued. I didn't pay attention to that part. That's why I kicked my assets when I was 12.5 years old. So you know what I did? I got brave enough to send $10. I was selling seeds, clackers, and mowing yards, $10. And I mailed it away, my money order, Secretary of State, California. That's all it costs for a corporation. See, most of you, if you have one, you spend hundreds or thousands of dollars for a damn piece of paper that's actually free. And you didn't learn diddly squat anyway. That's just the way it works. So I went basically for 2 years, sent away my $10. All right, brave enough for $10. Now, do you have $20? Do you have $30? Do you realize a nonprofit's $30? A profit corporation's $100 in California? Real estates are pretty cheap too. See, the knowledge is what you need behind it. Now, I started Helping Hand Industries. All right, I was 9.5. Then it freaked us out. I got all this in the mail. What the hell? I got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. Mrs. Hope called Ted Turner, who was at that poker game, and a Laker that used to be a Laker, now he's an attorney. How'd you do this? I explained to Ted Turner when I was 9.5 years old, there's 26 ways to use an SS4. Like I'd have to explain to you too, because you don't lurk behind the damn curtain and learn to play. You just follow people, I call them ducks and sheep, and go most of the days. Okay, let's have some fun. Now, by the way, I got named the movie Dave. Check it out. Now, here's my problem at 12.5 years old. So you learn the journey and what I had to learn. I got my assets kicked. You see, I realized when I was 12.5 years old, because I had named in a lawsuit because I used the word Braille when I started the Orange County Blind Center. Dang, I'm in court. I'm 12.5 years old. I didn't realize the trade name, trademark, and copyrights. So again, you got to learn to play the right way. And the goal is to never bring the pain home. Got it? All right. The biggest lie you have in your life is a corporation will protect you all the time. It does not. The biggest problem people have is they name the corporation what it does. That's kind of stupid. Why? Because all it can do is what it does. All right. Then they got all these ding dongs and TikTok. Let's get a bunch of corporations. That's kind of dumb. Anyway, the LLC, the CTA Act, disclosure. Oh, goody. So the next thing is, and they name it after themselves. George here has a problem. He's got George Construction with his last name on it. Who do you think they're going to sue when they have a problem? George, you're a duck and a sheep. Knock off the crap. So I got George and I convinced him the corporation's neutral management. Now he's got a construction division. All right, isn't that okay? Another division, another division. So when you sign something outside the corporation, that means you signed, you pierce your veil. Watch what happens. When you sign for basically a car, you're the duck and the sheep. Meh, quack, quack, quack. When you sign the lease of a building, there you duck. When they sue you, better want duck. The next thing you got is what? You signed for a credit card. So we got to learn to play the right way. So what did I do when I came back from Berkeley and San Francisco area in 1984? I asked Secretary of State of California, how can I get an entity under a corporation without paying franchise tax fee? I got a choice, create a form, see if they'll approve it, or modify one. Why modify the form? What's wrong anyway? Okay. So in 1985 and 86, I created a division process. Let's see if we can play my way. See, a division uses SS4, not an SSN. Okay, so here's our goal. I'll bet you're going to realize you've heard before, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I asked the grown-ups what that meant. You know what they did? That's about it. That's kind of silly and stupid. So what do? So understand, if a corporation is sued, they're going to sue you. Congratulations. That means you're a duck and a sheep. It's just what it is. You got to put your ducks in a row and never bring the pain home. Now, warning about me, I'm kind of honest and blunt. Actually, I'm very honest and I'm very blunt. That's just the way I've always been. And I'm going to tell like it is. If you follow stupid, you did stupid. You're not stupid. So the reality is you got to start thinking differently. So let's understand. The bottom line is I got the nickname of the Godfather of Credit, KNX Radio. Been on there 49 years. From there, I'm going to tell you what to do. Pray to God you follow through and treat you like you're 2 years old. Would that be okay if we never bring the pain home again? So you take that little diagram right here. I told you to turn your paper sideways, okay? So let's think about what's in your city today. You've watched grocery stores file bankruptcy. You've watched banks file bankruptcy. You've watched basic cities file bankruptcy. See, if they have a major corporation owning corporations, that's called a branch number. Your Bank of America, for instance, is shutting down 400 more locations. They're bankrupting them, taking the assets and the money, walking away. That's what they're going to do. So the goal is they get rid of the bad piece. Your problem is you. You've been allowing you to be the bad piece all along. So I'd like you to think about having 3 divisions of you, 3 chances to try. Long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. Let's give it a hell of a try. But it's going to be up to you. So we look at banks, we look at Sam's Club, we look at Geico, we look at cities, and what do? They stay in business when they have an oh shit day. So what do we get to do with you? I would like to give you your goal list. I'd like to do it for you. Because if you have one, why haven't you reached it? From there, the daily list, the weekly list, and the project list. I'd like you to have my list. See, I want to get you where you want to go. And I don't have excuses, but me, I have a foolproof program. So let's understand foundation. Foundation is corporation with division process. If I have a problem with the division, I give her the bad piece, keep the other pieces, just like your banks and grocery stores do. So we play. My journey wasn't so easy. Born in a taxi. What am I going to do? Feel sorry for myself? Heck no. Your journey can begin with me if you want, but it's not going to be easy. I don't have a magic wand. Mine's broken. We're going to play. Now, for me, I learned to get up at 2:25 in the morning. I had no choice. If I got up at 2:30, the abuser would get me. So I get up every morning at 2:25, like this morning. I drop to my knees, saying, thank you, Jesus, yesterday, today, and tomorrow too, and forgiveness as well. In Jesus' name, amen. Then I go look in the mirror. I've been giving myself a mirror test since I was a little boy. You see, I'm in charge of me. You're in charge of you. The reality is you can't blame anybody else besides yourself. You're responsible for you. If you talk to your friends and family about an idea, I'll guarantee you halfway through it, they'll interrupt you to tell you how to do it, and they haven't done diddly squat. You let people cloud your direction. Kind of sucks. All right. Now, Mrs. Hope dropped me off Redondo Beach Pier every morning from the age of 3 to 9.5 years old. That's right. She'd roll down her window and say, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'll leave you there to die. She was a she-devil from hell, too. I ran over to the pier. I stole off the pier and I ate out of a trash can for a couple of days. Then I got caught. What happened next? He looked down and goes, boy, you can take out my trash or I'll call the police. He said it 3 times. Let's see, which one did I pick? The next thing is I'm looking at Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes. They got money. I'm just as smart as they are to get my money too. That's how I looked at it. Okay, no problem. So now Mrs. Hope turns around and she puts me in garbage cans behind the grocery store to feed me the food. I'm going through hell, but no one gave a damn anyway. Okay. When I was a little boy, I wrote down as God, the Santa Claus for grown-ups. I'm just asking a question. Teacher saw that and she threw it away. So let's understand. Roaming the streets at 4 years old, I go by the Baptist church in Redondo Beach by the pier. Lady says, this book has all the answers you need, young man. Okay, thank you. It's a Bible. What did I do? I walked away with a smiling face, and then I want to burn it, throw it away, and tear it to pieces. Hey, well, I'm just going, hey, God, if you're real, why am I being used and abused? Why don't I have a mommy and a daddy? Why are you eating out of a trash can? Do you know what happened at that moment? The vision started. The voice inside got loud. The voice you turned down and you turned off in your life that went inside, mine went up. So I went by the karate studio did the moves for 3 days. All right, the guy with the black belt runs out. We don't get free lessons here. You get your blanket in the bank, you clean the place. Okay, yes, sir. He was going to kill me. I became the janitor. Next, I go to this house, 181st Street. Shitty people, too. I got to go to Essen Elementary. Miss Popelka asked the whole school in front of me, why is he wearing the same pants for 3 months? Mrs. Goodwin, how did you get an A on the test? My desk is locked. It's not possible. Go to the principal's office. Whack, whack, whack. That man beat my ass. You're lucky I didn't take the paddle and kill him to death. But that's what I had to go through. You see, our problem is knowledge. And most people say they have it are full of what? And that's what you got to look at. Most people are full of what? Doo-doo. So your choice is going to be up to you. Okay. Now, when Mrs. Goodwin said the first president was George Washington, I was silly enough to raise my hand and say, ma'am, you're wrong. See, you think he is too. Problem is you're wrong too. I told you his name was John Hanson because that's our first president. She said, go to the principal's office. Whack, 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 whack. There I go again. I had to learn to be stupid or pretend I was. Now, we had a woman run our country too, 17 months while our president was in a coma. He had a stroke and he died. She told everybody what to do. She ran the country for 17 months, no problem. So now I got to go through more hell. See, my point of all of this is whatever you go through, you can get through it. There's no excuse. I get told I can't ride with both hands and talk at the same time because it's not good. What? Joanne, who won the house I lived at, what did she do? She came down to the school and said, have him pick a hand. Ma'am, you don't realize he's drawing the same identical thing, and up to the light they match. They're scaring us. See, I was told I was retarded because I can write with both hands and talk at the same time. And then here we go. Oh my goodness. I stayed after school. I worked for TG&Y. I passed at the flyers and stocked the shelves. What happens next? Someone comes and kills everybody. Likely they stayed after school. So I want you to understand, everything I touched since I was 4 years old turns to gold. And we're talking 100 million plus for every business and turn it into billions. Isn't that fun? Now here's one of my yachts. I got 3 yachts in the backyard, 2009. What do we get to do? Everything I touch turns to what? Gold. I like to make money. I don't like being in hell. All right, so here I am in the coma. Let's understand. We took one of my yachts on July 4th to watch the fireworks. Everybody was happy. The next morning, I'm in a coma. Google the address. You'll find I'm not full of shit. I'm telling you the truth. But then guess what? I'm laying in the coma. My wife calls the office. All right, he's in a coma. He's going to die. Ron takes a U-Haul truck to steal my books and CDs. My IT manager, Tom, sells my websites and phone numbers to the highest bidder of 50 million people in my database to a porn site. What the? Next, this doesn't stop. My tax attorney comes in to trick my wife to sign a POA. Here goes $3.7 billion freaking dollars away. Nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. Is he a donor? Right at that point, I was given a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. That moment I said that, in the vision, in the dream, in the coma, all right, the machine went beep, beep, beep. Lady dropped her clipboard. Ah, it's alive. Wish I would have went boo. Oh, well. See, no matter what we go through, we can accomplish the goal. I've been in 2 comas. I was crippled and they worked on me. Then I died, got to come back and help you. Either way, guess what? We can get there. So let's understand today, it's pretty simple. I have had to move 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. A lot of shitty people. I've been shot, I've been knifed, but I don't have an excuse like you. All right, what is your excuse? Why didn't you get to million to billion? What's your problem? You follow silly people? So let's understand, my old shit day was July 5th, 2009. Had a client say, don't take boats and fireworks anymore. Okay. Now here's mom, grandma, and basically great grandma. My wife bugs me after coma. Reach out to find your real family, honey. Why? They don't give a shit. I found out my great grandmother's Nancy Rando Farms, Florence Bishop, Yarns and Nitty. These are billionaire companies, billionaire people. Then I got a knock on the door because I found out mommy and daddy got married 6 months later. I got a restraining order from my parents. Talk about shitty days, huh? I got a gag order. I can't even tell you who they are. That sucks. So let's understand. No matter what we do, the devil's always trying to knock us down. The reality is to keep us there too. But God's delays aren't God's denials. So why don't we play my way? Let's give you an example. Today, you have an SSN, and your problem, you didn't realize you signed an SS5 to get the SSN. And that allowed you one tax return called a 1040. You got one chance. Then people use it for credit when they weren't supposed to. So let's understand, we the people, Social Security card, not to laminate, don't carry it with you, don't use for ID purposes. It's on the back of the damn card. What do? We compare to SS4. The IRS creates a form for banking and credit purposes, and it says right on line 1, right in front of you, legal name of entity, individual person. Now, I explained to Ted Turner when I was 9 and a half, 26 ways to use this. What does that say? I want you to read it one more time. Legal name of entity or individual person. You know that's the only form they ever designed for taxes and banking and credit purposes in the first place. Now, if you don't file tax returns and you're a crook, just go to prison. That's where you belong. Wesley Snipes went for 3 years, 18 million down. Now what's his career? He doesn't really have one, does he? Huh? Oh well. Let's write down 1244. Can you do that for me? IRS.gov 1244. I want you to write down. You need to be prepared. Richard didn't listen to me. He won Survivor, the first damn show, running around naked, almost died on the show. All right, what did he do? $1 million check. His tax attorney says you keep 375. Let's go to the IRS. I said reference 3 times 5. Reference what? 3 times 5. I showed him how to turn it to $15 million. He didn't listen to anybody. He pissed it away, went to prison for 3.5 years, and violated his probation as well. So what do we get to do? If we take the time, all right, and you plan the problem, you can get to the American dream. Now let's understand. Here's that SS5 form. It's right in front of you. So let's understand. You fill out an SS5, SSN in 1040 tax return. If you didn't do it, you were born in 71 on, that means mommy did it for you after Nixon took the gold standard out. There's that form again. Do not laminate. Don't use for ID purposes. Don't carry with you. Property or social administration, not you. So if we can focus on the truth, we can get to million to billion. So understand the SSN was for 1040 tax return. That's all it's for. But then it's up to you to follow through. Okay. Now let's understand. What you did probably is you sat down at the kitchen table with your friends and family. We're going to start a business, honey. Well, goody. Let's jack up our cards. Let's drop our score. Let's get stuck so we can't get any more. Let's hawk our house and bring the pain home because we're going to be stupid. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Well, that's what most of you did. Why the hell did you do that? You're not getting to win the lottery. You're not going to get a big enough damn raise. How the hell are you really going to get there? Well, you got to never bring the pain home. So we're going to learn the rules and tools. See, lack of knowledge makes people do stupid things. I don't think people are stupid. I think half of them are freaking lazy. The other half have to go get it. So I'm going to guarantee what I say I can do when in writing with you, as long as you abide by 2 rules, okay? And you'll agree to the rules. You don't jack up credit cards. You're part of the program, and you don't apply for credit. When they add history to you in your corporate divisions, you get all these things in the mail going, you're pre-approved. You're really not. So what happens? Please don't screw up my program. Please. See, I pay for the rapid rescore for everybody in the beginning. I'm not paying for number 2 if you screw it up. Is that fair or not? I got 12 shitheads online that I'm suing for $100 million each. I'm going to teach them a lesson because they talk out their ears and their whats. They shouldn't have screwed it up. Now, if you got a collection account, let's understand, on TikTok says you can remove the collection. Well, if it's not charged out, they're going to come get you again. Next thing you got to realize, if you got a tax problem, they have a form, IRS.gov again. It's called 656 433 A and B. See, there's a form to fix your problem in your life. You can rebuild you if you choose to. But if you don't, then you'll be broke the rest of your life. Simple. See, we have to negotiate a debt if we have a problem, an open collection account. That means you have to man up, woman up, and you can't rip off your creditor. Next, we got to think about the rules and tools. When I was training Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW, became Experian, I set this up. All cards need a sticky. You got stickies? You want me to send you some? You write down the limit of the card. What's 25? What's 29%? Now, if you maintain that, you'll be good. Then you're going to have an excuse. I lost my job. Hey, stop the crap. These don't fluctuate. These do. All cards what? Fluctuate up and down as utilization, and these don't. This maintains 750. If you have shitty credit, you jacked up the wrong damn card. That's your own damn fault, not doing your homework. See, you're responsible for you. No excuses. TRW, Thomas Raymond Awards, bicycle parts, that's Laguna, California. Got any information business, became Experian in 96. That's the report's wrong. I designed the first one of these. It was good, fair, hell no. Is that okay? Good, fair, hell no? We're going to learn Ray's rules. And I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit, okay? So if you have a collection account, all right, and it's not charged off and it's not a dead debt, I'm going to ask you to negotiate your debt. Is that okay? Now, I invented Rapid Score for mortgage companies 43 years ago in Rapid Refresh. I've been around a long time, and I'm just going to tell you the truth. It'll set you free. So here's the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. People aren't stupid. They're just lazy, most of them. Now, I need you to call a phone number. Can you write it down? 888-567-8688. You see, I'm a voter, probably you too. I bet you didn't realize they sell the voting list 412 times a year. You know what? You added yourself to the robocalls and the junk mail. You don't realize you did, but you did. Cable Bill Corporation. Why don't we call that number and opt out for 5 years or a lifetime? Can you do that for us yourself, please? Phone number's right in front of you. Write it down quick. There you go. But it's up to you. Now, what do we get to do next? Let's play. Let's do it my way for a while. If we basically plan the problem and look at safety credit, and we basically get a line of defense, we can stop bringing the pain home. It's not easy. Now, I'm the one who designed this too, back in the 80s and 90s. See, I was suing Credit Karma during the pandemic. They kept saying 42%. It was just totally wrong. But you know what? When I designed this years ago, dashboards are finally getting their act together. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Is that okay? So if we can understand the rules and tools, you'll stop bringing the pain home. Would that be okay? You stop bringing the damn pain home and do it my way for a while? So let's understand, okay? All cards fluctuate, but two. So this way you don't play the up and down show, which is ridiculous. These two do not fluctuate. Is that okay? We use the right card from now on? It's like taking, personal credit and jacking it for business is called stupid. And then you position it for business and let it write it all off, and now your credit score is good. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? See, the problem is your lack of knowledge is our stupidity. So you lose your job having worse. What do? Well, in 42 days, you jack up your credit cards. You should have increased your limits. You should have started a corporation and not bring the pain home. Okay, now let's look at reality. Today, you need $5,000. Now. Good for you. That means basically you ask your friends, your family, the bank. They all tell you no because you said you need it. You ever notice when you ask what you need, they tell you no? I think they enjoy that. Do you realize you waste $50 every other day? So let's understand. You waste what? $50 every day? Let's look at you today. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror. Let's see. You're sitting there not really happy, not 100%. You're not where you want to be, and it's your own damn fault, and you've been falling stupid. No, don't take it personally. Why don't we do it my way for a while? I guarantee you millionaire status. Okay? You waste $50 every other what? That's $700 a month. Do you realize if we took $50,000 off of damn corporate credit line, you write up the interest rate in the credit card, and the payment's $656? I don't understand. You could finance the American dream, build it up and away, write it all up, not pay any damn tax, and learn to play for the money you're pissing away today. Simple. So let's play my way. You could even go buy 2 pizza restaurants with a damn drive-through. So Nixon took the gold standard down, 71. Okay. Now I need you to write something down. Could you please do this for me? Do it for yourself. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not the corp in my family, and I have no intent to do fraud. I want you to write that down. See, you've been sacrificing you and your family, and the moment you get sued, you're kind of screwed up. And then you go through the rabbit hole and you lose everything you got. Kind of sucks. So let's do it my way and get the cake and eat it too. Raise rules, become a certified CFO, never bring the pain home. That's the way to play, okay? So let's play again. All right. Now, I'd like you to take a picture of these here. This is what I did to get to basically money again to rebuild my life after the coma. Because when you lose everything, someone steals it all, it kind of sucks. So let's take a picture. Got it? Now, here we go. Supply credit under the corporation, not guaranteed, can get basically what? Cash credit. So I help people position themselves right all the time so they don't jack up their credit. Now, this is about $51,000 I did for Billy. It was kind of fun. He was homeless. So I like the $100 million building I obtained, the $1 million Lamborghini, the $5 million mansion, and $1 million race boats. You want some too? All right. What we have to do is analyze you. all right, analyze you and see how fast we can do something for you. The analyzation, we also want to do rapid rescore. Rapid blocks crappy credit, pushes it up and away. They started at a 596. Now they're a 757. By the way, I do that every day for almost every client. Well, actually, I say I do it for every client as I do what I ask them to do. Isn't that fun? So again, you have to be part of the program. Now, here's a nice lady. Okay, she's got a 651, no green lights, no possibilities. Rapid green lights, and I build her $1 million of credit. Yeah, is that okay? Here's the nice people. There's a problem is they went to a bankruptcy attorney to ask them questions. He sold them a bankruptcy they didn't need. What do you think going to sell you? A pickle? Now listen very carefully. You got silly people on TikTok. You need a secure credit card. No, you don't. My dashboard can get you a card with nothing or even shitty credit like this. A bankruptcy got him $500. If you ever need secured, and I couldn't get a card, which is almost impossible, I would tell you Open Sky. Can you write down Open Sky? See, there's no inquiry to that. And then you put $200, you put $25 there, you build up on that way. See, I got a new program called Race Credit Kit. It's going to be a free download to everybody in high school. That's right. In high school, I'm going to start their credit file for free, get them the first credit card, and give them the rules and tools so they don't make the same mistake you did. I want to change the next generation. Is that okay? All right. Here's a guy and his wife. They're late on what? They got 11 collection accounts. Shitty credit. Wow. They're late on the car payment right there. Here's 3,000. So if we do what you're told to do, we can build credit up and away. Rapid pushes it, 96 points in that 3 days. So now I did this as fun. I did it as a joke, and it actually just kind of funny for me. See, I got this write-up in Inc. magazine years ago. Use plastic to finance your business. Here's $3 million. Isn't that fun? So I got my cat, and I built him $1 million of credit. I used to take him to the Bonaventure when they once in a while with all the credit, just to show what can be done. If I can do it for a cat, I can probably do it for you, just to basically show what can be done. That's kind of fun. All right. So here we got the ability to get to the American dream with no excuses. But can I get you to turn these up and listen every step of the way? First of all, we look at Intuit because they bought Credit Karma, December 3rd, 2020. No problem. Credit Karma is free. And we also want Experian.com. Then I want you to be very careful. See, credit repair is a fraud. There's no magic wand. Okay, the Federal Trade Commission says it's a fraud. They can't collect money up front, but they do. Credit Repair Organization Act says the same thing. So let's write down Section 611. Section 611 will show you exactly what you do for yourself. Now, here we have basically Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. All right, understand. They indicted Daniel here. He owns the Credit Repair Cloud. He's teaching me able to get in credit repair business. Another rip off. Now there's other guy with his chipmunk cheeks on Google and Amazon and YouTube and tickety tock going, let me get you here too. He's being looked at right now. He'll probably join Daniel in the prison cell when he gets indicted as well. See, credit repair, you have to lie. Okay, rebuilding, you don't lie, you tell the truth and solve your problems. So let's not lie, because that would be, credit fraud, isn't that penalty of perjury? LifeLock, I'd like you to be careful. I know you hear the ads all the time everywhere. But again, they've been indicted 6 damn times. Last indictment's $100 million. They carry a $1 million policy. So what? I carry two. I've had no claims to me, but they have what? Look what they got. So let's play and let's learn to play the right way. All right. Here's what I like to do for someone after they sign up listening to 3 to 6 months. I want to analyze them personally. That's right. I've analyzed 50 million people so far, and I want to do this pretty quick. I want to show them exactly what they can do to get to the $1 million dream. I can guarantee anybody to get to a 750 score in about 90 working days if they do what they're told to do. Like I did for Billy here, like I did for Brian here, like I did for Lonnie here. Again, this is what we get to do because that's what happens. So understand on Fridays and Saturdays, I analyze people. Now here's the Ray Reynolds University. This was my dream. I finally got my 22,000 square foot building, $1 million a day. I'm having fun. That's what I did in 2009. Okay, so let's understand. I think you're stuck. And I think when you get impatient and you don't basically follow through, you kind of kick your own assets. Let's get you past go. Let's show you some Lamborghinis I obtained, part of the collection, with Duffy's, mansions, white men do jumps too, but people say we don't. More Lamborghinis. All right, let's go get some race boats. How about some helicopters? How about some U-Docks? How about some yachts and some Ferraris? Why not? See, it's all the business expense anyway. I call it raise rules. So let's take my original blueprint that I started when I was 9.5 years old, and I called it Blueprint for Success. See it, believe it, go get it. Because that's what I did. See it, believe it, go get it. I don't sit there whining and complain. Find a solution. So I like billions of dollars of goodies. Do you like billions? My next thing is to go for trillion. I want to be a trillionaire corporation next. Why not? I did billionaire 26. Hell, that was easy. So let's understand. When I helped Toll Brothers, then they told me this problem, my loan to value problem. So my division process. You like goodies? I like goodies. You want some more goodies? See, it's not hard to go get as long as you know the rules and tools to play. That's where I come in. 47 years helping people like you get to millions of billions. I like the big buildings too. All right, so let's play my way a little bit. God's gift, the mansion in the harbor. See, I needed the largest U-Dock. I probably sit on 5 islands. That's not the issue. 3 yachts, 2 race boats, a Duffy and Sea-Doos. We're going to park it all in my backyard. That's what I did. And the Duffy's important because Friday night, Saturday, we get to cruise over to Captain Jack's, prime rib and lobster. Isn't that fun? Hey, happy wife, happy life. Now, I had a problem when I was 26. Once I got to 2.6 billion and I got all the mansions and all the goodies, I was bored. Bored. Can you believe it or not? When you get everything you want, you're not fighting for something in the goal, you're going to feel like I did. You're thinking about getting fat, ugly, and die. That's what I thought. I decided to help more people. Is that okay? So there I am having fun with one of the race boats and my little girl. I have 5 daughters and a boy. Isn't that fun? So my wife turns around and she says, honey, all right, I think what you're doing is your hobby. So let's play my way. Goodies. So again, why made you jump? Ow, that hurt that night. I kicked the light. Wow, that was only 13 feet. By the way, the Guinness Book of Records came out. Where's the wires? He kind of pissed me off. I kicked the lights. No one can jump 13 feet in the air and do a split kick. Hey, I can prove it all the time. But again, I have no excuses. Neither do you. Now, here's Grandpa. I found out Grandpa, after coma, was Richard Bishop. Coach Bishop of Roosevelt High. He looks like a freaking gangster. He didn't give a shit about me either. Okay, so what do? Maybe that's why I can jump, kick the basketball hoop too. So let's play on the word no. See, you hear no, which doesn't mean no. You know when someone told you no, it's not true, but you accepted it. That's on you. So I got classes all through the week and on the Saturdays as well. We get to have fun my way. You see, the reality is there's 1,000 steps, rules, and tools to millionaire. If you want to play, you get to know Ray Reynolds, which is me, Godfather Credit, and RaceCredit.com. All right, now I feel most people, maybe not you, you're 45 to 70. You're the most disappointed people on this planet because you played it safe and you never took the chance. Every one of you should have hit millionaire at 14.5. I did. Why didn't you? Let's hit it now. So you get stuck with me and I get to show you 10 million in credit to play with. That'd be okay with some of my history too and help you every step of the way. Isn't that fun? But again, I want you to write down today's date. It's very important we do this because today's date, I want to make sure we get where we want to go in 90 days. At least we have to move towards the goal, right? 750 scored more. So the United States of America Incorporated, what did they do? Well, the Supreme Court says corporation's a legal person. So we have 50 corporations, 50 states, and cities or corporations too. Do you know what they did? Sorry. They planned a no shit day. They invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. They could bankrupt the debt and stay in business in front of you. Your problem is you watch things, you don't go beyond the curtain, which you should have done a long time ago. We the people, Supreme Court says so. You need to stop bringing the pain home, but that's up to you. Here's Glenn. Glenn, I put on one of my TV shows years ago. See, Glenn's wife left him. Ooh, Get her over it, Glenn. Your wife left you. She wasn't worth it. Get a new woman, one who will appreciate you. I got him his millionaire company. Got him a brand new house, brand new truck. Then I'm helping people coming out of prison. Here's Free Ray, Ricky Dicky Ross, 3 million. All right, Thomas was in prison for 26 years. It only took me 6 months to get him brand new dump trucks doing 5 million a year because he listened. He did what he was told to do. And see, the problem with clients, they usually do what they're told to do most of the time. But sometimes it's like, damn, why didn't you just, anyway, I got to bite my tongue. Michael Klein, God rest his soul. All right, we got basically Arnold. Oh, we got presidents, United States of America. Now, I did 2 corporations for basically Ronald Reagan years ago. Nancy kept just saying no. Well, I set up Teach Our Children, one of my companies. It became DARE. Did you know that? Oh, there's Mr. Clinton. I know Biden's the hugger, and this one was the lover. Okay, all right. Mrs. basically Fishborn, she's nice. All right, her son, she's okay too. So what do? Kevin Costner, wow. Giovanni for Pixar. College professor, Bio University. Oh, Superman for Gold's Gym. Kurt Cobain, God rest his soul, and I got her $1 million too. She got her videos out there as well. You see, I'm also the incorporator for Daughters, Angels, Clippers, and Angels. And having fun. Once again, this is ridiculous. I lost my job. I got 2 kids to feed. You get off your butt, have a garage sale, drive an Uber, drive a Lyft, and go to the church for the food. Knock off the crap. Hey, let's be honest. I came out of a coma. All right, from eating a trash can to billion corporation into zero, homeless again. What the hell am I going to do? All right, well, honey, drive me to Mark's place. She did. Mark's family owns Jewelry Mark off the freeway. I'll be right back. I walk around with an oxygen tank for 11 months, by the way. I come back in the car. She says, where's your wedding ring? Where's your Rolex? Oh, they're being clean, honey. I lied to my wife. I lied to her today if I have to protect her. That's my job. I do my job. From there, I have my 3 divisions of me. See, here's your problem. You have no backup. One lawsuit can knock you down and tear you apart, or one coma. So guess what? I got my 3 divisions of me as a backup. I have my 5 closet divisions, and I build $1 million of credit in 6 freaking weeks. And then I buy my wife her next dream house. Why does anybody ever stay down? I don't get that. I think that's kind of silly and dumb. So we got to play it my way for a while. So what do we get to do? A division of me. Wow. So here's that Lamborghini key right there. When I bought this Lamborghini part of the collection, it's in a division. I didn't guarantee SSN because that's called stupid. I guaranteed a division of me that says, what for? Boom. So I got my shopping centers. I got my storage units, apartment complexes. I got all my goodies in my payphones too. Having fun. Millions and billions. If I got one problem, you know what I get to do? My 3-step I invented for me. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Put that bad piece over here and isolate. See, that's what your banks and grocery stores and cities do in your face, and you don't pay attention. You sit there going, what is next? You see, it's like people complaining about rich and famous people. Shut up and join them. Hell, they're providing jobs. The reality is basically people complain too damn much. So the reality is when you sign a lease of a building, that's a division of you, not your SSN. Every property you do is a division of you. All it takes is one lawsuit and you're dead. There you go. Build it up again. That's no damn fun. Now, the SS4 was designed to receive money so you're not paying tax till you're profitable. Now, under the Fair Lending Act, there are 12 acts to master, and I mastered most of them. Actually did them all. You know what happens? You get 99 more cards off one card. See, you're not winning the damn lottery. You're not getting a big enough raise. And every time you think you don't have enough money to do something, you back yourself in a corner. Why didn't you plan the problem and have more than you need? You see, when I set up the dashboards for TRW, which became Aspirian in '96, it's under tax ID. The original was tax ID. Whee! Now, if you have a corporation today, do yourself a favor. Go online, Secretary of State's website. Look at the corporation, and if you use your home address, jump up and kick yourself in the ass, because that's called stupid. You let everybody know where you freaking live. It's ridiculous. They can sue your company and go to knock on the door at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's called stupid. and you're not stupid, but you add yourself to the national mailing list. Why don't you correct your mistake? Make sure it's a mailbox, etc., or shared office space. Let's put your ducks in a row. Right now, when they sue that corp, they sue you. All right, then that kind of suck. Why don't we create a line of defense so we don't bring the pain home? You like goodies yet? You want me to add you to my dashboard and play? They're at 60 million in corporate credit to play with as a reference for you. We can play. So we look at ourselves again, what happens? You're not happy 100%. See, happy is when all the bills are paid and you don't have to do anything unless you want to. Okay, it's your fault. I'm sorry. Stop falling stupid. What do you get to do? You waste $50 every other day. Let's invest that in your future. Let's go get 50 to 100,000 of credit. Let's play my way. Let's make sure it's corporate credit. We need to write it all off. It's called Plan A. See, Plan B is for losers. All right, Plan A all the way. I'm one of the few, not one of the many. I told myself that since I was about 5 years old. So let's understand. Do you want to be a millionaire or a millionaire corporation? So you can answer right or wrong. It's up to you. So let's take a picture of this. Now, it was really weird when I was 17 and a half, driving my Lamborghini, going to Ocho Coast College. I didn't go to high school. I got sucked into a government program. Isn't that fun? I got 22,000 payphones. Wow. Bloody fortune. I'm collecting them all the time. That was good. I had my 19 houses. All right. Then they told me cookie number 20. They told me no. I realized, hey, no doesn't mean no. It just means they're stupid. Okay. I transferred my properties to my divisions. I freed up my loan to value problem. I never had a problem since then. See, I like all these type of businesses. I wrote books on everyone, and that's what I've done to create millions and billions. So today, I'd like to sit with you for an hour on the phone. Is that okay? Let's blueprint you. That means past, present, future, good, bad, and ugly. You got a banker who's got a tax problem? You ever screw up Chase and American Express? We need to know the answers to these questions. Then we got to look at family. Then we got to look at corporation. How about divisions? How about irrevocable trust? We got a plan to die as well. How about the car? Your car should be a division of a corporation, not the corporate, not you. All right, right now you're going to get in a bumpity bump. They're going to sue you and then go through the rabbit hole. Your house should have been bought through a trust. Why would you buy it through you? That makes no damn sense. Auto income. All right, cash flow for your time. So if you and I are on the phone, I want your spouse or your partner of life with us. Would that be okay? I want us on the same page. All right, now here's what happens. Right now, if you would Google brand new house, 100,000, what state? You'd have 14 states to come up. I would tell you flat out, because I got tired of the flippity dippity do crap. So I can put $5,000 down and I'm going to buy them as a division. It's a first time buyer program and I'm going to charge it to a damn card. Would that be okay? See, your goal is to get to 10,000, 100,000 a month automatically. So you don't always have to work every day. You find your freedom. Let's go to Texas, let's go to Arizona, let's go to Utah. Let's have some more fun. Now, here's properties. This is just one of the projects I finished 6 months ago. Juan got 22,000, Mary got 47,000, David got 54,000 a month. These are monthly incomes. So what did we do? Apartment complex storage, my favorite ones. So all of a sudden, 5 other ones got 72,000 a month. Our goal is to get to 100,000 a month. All right, and then go for more. So what do we get to do? Storage units. My favorite one has always been storage units. They make a bloody fortune. I don't have to work at it. See, I'm an investor. That's good. So we go after the apartment complex. Here's 7 more in the next project. What are we doing? Creating up to 100,000 a month. Let's look at Freddie Mac. Okay, no problem. Here's another one I went through. Okay, let's have some fun. What do we get to do? Let's look at DSCR loans. Just as an option. Now, I don't think they're the greatest, but they get you all the property. Do you realize it's really weird? I get basically 90%, all right, and I get them to carry back 10, so I get it free. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? Every 20 units, I'm getting $100,000 of money to fix it up. This was 64 units. Wow. So that means I need 66 divisions. 1 to receive it, 1 to guarantee it, and 1 for every tenant. Because I don't know which one's going to fall inside, assume me, screw me up. So that's what I did. Do you realize they gave 100,000 per what? 20 units. There's 60 units. How much? That's 300,000. See, here's your problem. Every time you get that money, you gotta spend it. You invest it. Oh, goody, for fix it up. I call that stupid. I reference 3, all right, which makes it look like $900,000 on a line of credit, and I times by 5. You realize the bank will give you $4.5 million. See, if you would look at leveraging money and grow the business off, borrow money is not taxable, you'll never pay tax, you never run out of money. Isn't that what you should do? Then you want to become the bank. See, that's what the boot camp's all about from my new TV show. And you're probably going to miss it. Oh, well, he kind of screwed that up too. You should never miss one of those. So dry cleaning, oh, I wrote a book on that. I got a client, 3 locations. He got $63,000 a month. Whee! Got a client at a laundromat. Wrote books on that too. $30,000 a month. Let's have some more fun. All right, Wendy's are good. I like Wendy's. Been collecting those for years. How about the Jack in the Boxes? How about the gas station? See, people own these things as investors. They don't run the business. And that's how they make the money to get the honey. Now, the sad day is I lost all my payphones. They just replaced them. Do you know what replaced the payphones? EV charging stations. See, in California, we're 1 million short units. That's what they want, 1 million more. They even have companies that will sponsor you to do it under your divisions. That'd be okay. So there's always a way to make money, money, money. I like money. See, I don't have to eat out of a trash can anymore. And I'm on top of the game. So have somebody drive you around your city today. All right. And this time, pay attention on a busy street. Every 6 miles, what do you see? They're everywhere. Ask yourself the next question. Why the hell don't you own them? What's wrong with you? You're driving by the opportunity and you're sitting there going, it's about it. So let's understand. You're not a client yet. Let's do this. Let's do a rapid rescore. Let's you go to class Friday or Saturdays. All right. Let's target 750, which I guarantee everybody it's easy to do in my system. And then from there, I charge you $9.99. I'm going to give you a $1,000 card back. I'm going to give you your money back through personal business credit. During a webinar like this, I discounted half price to $4.99. So the card's $500. Okay, you get your feet wet. You got to understand, because you've been ripped off by so many people, the reality is you're afraid to spend money. Me, you're stuck with me every step of the way. And we're going to use Ray's rules for 750 score. All right, take a picture now. See, it's Zelle. Ray at rayscredit.com. That's the Zelle, and it pops up Ray Reynolds recipient, transfer wire, whatever. So the goal is to get some goodies, to get some money, and we get to get past go. So starter package. Oh, you have a corporation? Oh, goody. You know everything. Until I have to fight with you to do it my way for a while. So understand, I want to build the one you have. If not, I'll hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee, rebuild your credit to 750, make you a good CFO, and then we're going to go to class Friday and Saturdays. If you want either one or both. All right, 10:30 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. Level 1 is setup. Now for $9.99, I'm going to give you $5,000 back. It's better than being in Vegas. $24.99, $25,000 of credit. So I'm going to analyze you. I'm going to add history, and I'm going to pop you right away. Wouldn't that be okay? So that's a Zelle. There we got to do. So the goal is that, Zelle. 800-254-9506. Call the specialist. It's right there in front of you, the number 2. If you use a card, they will charge you 5% more, because that's what the bank charges us. So the goal is to repackage you. Like my company used to be, Repackage America, one of my companies, and then only in America I gave to Don King. That's kind of fun, huh? So what do? I'd like you to think about $100,000. Why? Because I like you to think about $100,000 line of credit, checkbook money. Personal business. Personal credit, you need $100,000 anyway for safety. Corporation needs $1 million. I'm going to rebuild you if you allow me to. I'm going to get you 750, rebuild it over here. Then I'm going to go after the first 5 cards I like. There's only 10 I like anyway. The Green Spark is unlimited up to 100,000. They have 2 sisters for 30. That's 160. If I take that 160 times 9 divisions, Is that $1 million? How about the B of A? How about the Wells Fargo? How about the Chase? Chase has 4 good ones I like. Oh, how about the Gold? So, okay, if we do what I say, we get up to $5 million. Now we want to go play with the bank. That's right. The bank requires your corporation or divisions to be 2 years old. Okay, they will bridge the gap and give you up to $150,000 of cash credit. See, you should never run out of money on your projects. You run out of money, you back yourself in a corner, and you're stressed because you didn't play my way. That kind of sucks. But anyway, here's the 5 banks I'd like you to play with. Now you can get up to 5.4 million. Isn't that okay? And your divisions justify your projection of $1 million. I like to play. So what do? The $1 million maker should be you. Let's understand how this works. If we play my way and do it the right way, what I set up for rich and famous people all over the years, if I get you American Express Platinum, I can ask for employee division cards and get one for personal too. Do a double whammy if you want. And that usually works most of the time. Gold card, do the same thing. Wow. What do we play? We start with $1,000 to $75,000. Here, let's understand something. It's very simple. Okay, I'm going to help you get up to $3 to $5 million of credit. You're going to use that as borrow money. It's not taxable, and you're going to buy your lifetime income, which is real estate and franchise. You're going to learn to be an investor. Now, here's Dave. David did very good. He's very conservative, but I got him started up in EVs charging stations first, okay, because he wasn't in business before that. So we got to play a little bridge loan too. So we got him to the point he's doing $96,000 a month. See, on Saturday morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, that's my private group. They usually have 3 million plus. And then when at 4:30, they have 5 to 7 million plus, because I want to get them to 100 million to $1 billion. But again, that's up to you. Maybe you're next. So if you needed 100,000 in credit, okay, we normally charge 10%. It's been on sale literally for $69.99 and then $49.99. Today, because you're here, I'd like to get you that 100,000 for $2,999. Then I'd like you to play and do some more. If you wanted 50,000, then we're going to look at basically, all right, $19.99. Okay. If you want 25,000, it's $14.99. All right, it's very simple. So what do we get to do? We play my way for a while. See, it takes money to get honey. There's your Zell. Now, in a coaching program, you're stuck with me. Your files are on my desk. Every step I'm analyzing on a daily or weekly basis, or maybe you want a couple of twins like that. And what do? The goal is to repackage you my way to get you up to 100,000 a month. Would that be okay? Then what do we do next? Okay, credit, loan, and money. Let's think. When I created Financial Freedom, Cash Flow for Your Time in my books, all right, page 6, paragraph 347 years ago, corporation's a management company. It shouldn't say what it does. It shouldn't have your name on it. It should be neutral. And then it has a division for franchise and a division for apartment complex. And we focus on $100,000 a month. Isn't that the goal? All right, now flippity dippity doos. I got tired of flipping properties. I really did. When I was 21, see, the buyer's a liar, the agent, the broker, I mean, they're all full, you know what? And then the contractor, oh my goodness. They hire contractors from some Home Depot outside the store, and then they try to cut corners there. They got that smiling face. You got to watch what they do, because they're going to rip you off. So I got tired of that at 21. I decided to be the bank. It made more sense to me. So I sold my first car. They said they're going to go to the credit union for the rest of the money. They gave me a deposit. I said, no, my division carries paper. There you go. I got $413 for 7 years. I sold a house. I did assignment of mortgage. I got $1,200 a month for 30 friggin' years. Isn't that fun? See, you sell things when I think you should keep them, or do assignment of mortgage, assignment of asset. Shouldn't you learn to play more and get the possibility to play my way for a while? Controlling $2.2 billion in real estate. Isn't that fun? Oh, well, but it's up to you. So make you a money-making machine. Let's say you want to sell supply and vendor credit. We're going to use OPM. What I helped do in the 70s. Pay the bill in 90 days. Dun & Bradstreet. Wow. And you know what? You can sell on Amazon and eBay starting today. Isn't that fun? So if you have a corporation, goody for you. I'm going to tell you probably did it all wrong anyway, but that's okay. I'll rebuild yours. I'll add history and pop you. If not, I'll hand you one for free. And you pay a little filing fee. What is our goal? Stop bringing the pain home. Put your ducks in a row. Let me repackage you because your way sucks and mine works. Sorry, it's just the truth. What's a corporation again? So let's understand. You got a 1040 tax return you must do every year. All right, this is what makes us ducks and sheep. You didn't learn to play, and the ultimate goal, you listen to other silly people, get this, start your credit file, get a cosigner, blah, 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 blah. It was all wrong anyway. So let's understand, you never had to be a duck and a sheep. Can you write down irs.gov one more time and write down 1244? Write down 1244. There's that SS5. We're going to compare it now SS4. Is that okay? How you receive money matters. SSN tax, probate when you're dead. SS4 is due when you pay what? When you're profitable. So we can learn to play the game to win. You see, the SS4 that I explained to Ted Turner when I was 9.5 years old has not changed. Your banks and grocery stores and cities bankrupt locations because they're separate tax IDs. You bankrupt you're a duck and a sheep. See, you should never bring the pain home. Legal name of entity, create an entity, individual person, it's right there. That form is the only one that they designed for banking and credit purposes, period. It's right in your face. So no more excuses. You should always have 5 clots of divisions and 3 of you. Give you another chance to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. So let's understand 4 things your corp's allowed to do. These are raised rules, which you're allowed. Buffer tax, no tax due to your profitable. Corporate credit, the damn write-off interest rate and credit card. Cars, fleet price, hotels, free buffet. Divisions are your line of defense. The only thing that should ever create liability is a division. See, I have a problem, okay? So the reality is very simple. My problem is there's always somebody kicking my assets. There's always the devil trying to knock me down. So how do I get past that? Line of defense. When I designed the division process in 85, 86, has not changed. All right, they're cheap. Multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, real estate separating pieces. What am I creating? If I have an oh shit day, all right, I'm going to get rid of the division. I have to protect my family. If banks and grocery stores and cities do, so can I. That's the line of defense. Every one of us have to master the line of defense so we don't bring the pain home. I told you to draw it earlier, did you? Banks and grocery stores have what? Locations, they bankrupt pieces, stay in business. You need divisions of you, but it's up to you. But again, all I can do is hold your hand, show you the way. So you got choices. Number 1, you need to be a CFO for your house, for your home, and you got to be a CFO for the corporation. We got days left of this year. That means if we don't get a corporation or division set up now, I mean right now, they will not be on their 2nd year come January. Checkbook money. The lack of knowledge makes people do stupid things. Again, this is terrible. What did I do out of a coma? Being homeless. My 3 divisions of me saved my assets. $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. My wife's in a dream house. So we don't have to stay down. We never had to. You stay down because you don't know any better. So it's like a problem I had when I created cash flow for you per time. I had a problem. They're shrinking my credit cards. So I learned if I loan out money, I could create credit to create a cash flow. $2,400 a month back then. So the more I loaned out, the more I could get. So what I did is I took my matrix, my first one I put in my book called Buckets of Money. This is $4.6 million of credit for 41 divisions. 18 months later, I created $190,000 a month. And then the assets behind were $1.1 billion when you loan money out. So it's very simple. So that's how we got cash flow for you per time. That's in 98, by the way. So each division set up, I'm adding history to it. That's the goal, add history. All right, teach you how to daisy chain credit. And my dashboard sets up instantly since I invented it. So we got choices. So divisions today are $4.99 each. Today you can get 3 for $9.99. You can get 9 for $24.99. It is a Zelle. You can call the office and have a specialist talk to you right away. 800 if you use a credit card. So there, every division should be known as a bucket of money. A bucket of money. All I know is I have classes on Fridays and Saturdays all the time. You might want to go to a specialty class. What's the goal again? 3 million plus. Borrow money's not taxable. Buy your lifetime income. Have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules. Become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain. Your tax person told you to put in your personal bank account. You're going to pay tax on the gains you earn. I'm going to tell you no. I'm going to say have a division of you, sit down with the bank and borrow against it. And I want you to turn that to $100 million. See, we got to plan the problem. Bankruptcy today. Simple. The only thing called bankruptcy, that's his SS4. Who wants to be the duck the next time? So what do we get to do? We get to play and we get to win. Now, God willing. All right. So I would like you to think, if you'd like to spend 3 days with me online or in person and go through the whole 1,000 steps to millionaire, would you like to play? Seriously? Up to 5,000? So what do we get to do? Leverage money. So the Ray Reynolds University, winning the game of business. That's my first series. All right, page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow fee per time. Again, there's 1,000 steps. You don't want to spend the days with me. You'll change your life. Now, I sold this at the Bonaventure for $5,000 a set for 32 years. There's that coma. There's Ron stealing my books and CDs. There's Tom selling my websites. What do I get to do? Coming out of a coma, being broke and homeless again. Rebuild it up and away. I use my own rules and tools. If you want to copy the Millionaires Founders Kit, the office, $500. If you do it during this broadcast with me, it's $299. And if you go to the boot camp, they're free. See, you don't want to miss these 3 days ever. I didn't plan on doing this. I did my last one last year. All right, I'm going to spend 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you want to make sure you're in that room or online with me, because I'm going to give you everything you've been missing all along anyway. And I'll even guarantee it. 1,000 steps to millionaire. Okay, 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's understand, this is where you're going to reach your highest goals ever in your life. Without me, I don't think you're going to get there. I don't think you're going to get there unless I hold your hand every step of the way personally. It is October 25th, 26th, 27th. Do not miss your last opportunity. The real estate financial series, okay. Office is 1,000. To me online, $499, or they're free if you go to the 3 days with me. So second day, we're going to do divisions and going to talk about real estate, separate liability, becoming that millionaire corporation, play the right way. Third day, financial series. We're going to basically talk about tax balancing. We're going to do become the bank and buckets of money, and we're going to play the hard way. We're going to win. But again, it's up to you. Today, you have 4 levels to get in. It's up to you. Do you want 100,000? You want 50? You want 25,000? You want 10,000? $100. Here you get the books, level 1, 2, and 3 for 90 days, and you get stuck with me for 3 days, online or in person. I only have 12 positions available in person right now. All right, I'm more than half sold out, only allowing 25 people in the room. If this was done now, and I meet immediately, I'm going to give you the whole thing, $2,999, and I'm going to add $100,000 of credit because I want you to be my next millionaire. Got it? It's a Zelle, bank transfer deposit. You need to call the office, 800-254-9506. We'll charge 5% if we use a card. I'm going to take away all the excuses you got, add you to my credit system, run your race, beat your doubt, get that blank out of your own way, but it's up to you. Now I need you to take and write 3 things down. Driver's license, insurance, registration. You see, you're highly intelligent. You get pulled over by the police officer or you get in a bumpity bump. You're giving out your home address. I call that stupid. You're not stupid. What you're doing is stupid. It should be your P.O. Box or mailing address. All right, Privacy Act. You see 2 cars and 2 buildings. I see 1,013 divisions. You sign a lease, you sign a mortgage, or you sign this or that. What do? You go to the car dealership, they sweat you for 5 hours. When you sign that piece of paper to pull your credit, you should have wrote down allows 1 inquiry, should have took a picture. Why did you do that? I don't understand. A car is fleet price tax ID division. That's a car. Simple. House and car, please, trust and division. You lose a house or car, you know what they do? They give you a 1099-C. Now you got double shitty credit. Division, division, division. I'd like you to plan the problem. Is that all right? So every piece of property you get is a division, because I don't know which one's going to slip, fall, and sue me and kind of mess me up. From there, my house payment offsets my taxes. And Amazon, for example, didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to triple trillion. Why would they pay tax? You see, there's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter with 44 billion. He had to borrow from 3 banks. He's got a spaceship that just made record. So let's join the club. Let's win the battle. Would that be okay? So run your life through a corporation. Please think about this and understand, pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. It's right there. Your paycheck is taxable income. You get the leftover, right? That's what it is. You pay car, gas, registration, insurance. Why don't you yell no and drive a company car like I do and write it all off? Remember, Nixon took the gold standard out. That means mama from 71 on has to sign the SS5 form for the baby. That's how it works. You buy a house, let's go close. Some said trust. What happens next? If they sue you, they take it away. If you're dead, they stick in probate. Your family got diddly squat. They hire the contractor. What do you get now? So let's do it my way for a while. Let's make sure we understand. We want to make sure they get diddly squat and the irrevocable trust. So today we have the ability to create a blueprint and a plan, rules, and tools to get past go and stop bringing the pain home. Now, here we got Wesley Snipes. All right, after $18 million of lost money in prison for 3.5 years and 10 years probation. So you cannot play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Got it? If you want to save 70%, everything should be bought from basically wholesale price. This allows you to pay up to 90 days, which means very simple. Okay? All right, we're going to leverage money into the billions, line of defense, borrow money is not taxable. All right, and that's the ultimate goal. That's what you need to do, but it's up to you too. What would you do? What are you willing to lose? You've been sacrificing you and your family, sacrificing all the time about your credit. Family, corporation, no. A division is the only thing we should ever think about sacrificing. That's why we get checkmate every step of the way. There's the goal. As we play, $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghinis, reaching the dream, think to be the impossible. Very simple to do. All we have to do is play my way for a while. I've been training people to be millionaires and billionaires for years, 47 of them. Shouldn't you be next? So today, never bring the pain home. Never have joint credit, buy a house, escrow, close homestead trust. Corporations are free. All right, then you set up your division for real estate, franchise, current business, line of defense. I always like to give credit to people who invest. I want to give them back their money up to times 10. I want to take away all their excuses, because that's all I ever hear is excuses. So again, it's up to you. We can play the game my way for a while. 750, everybody should have one. There are no reasons people should have shitty credit. Analyze, put them into refresh, get a new class Friday, Saturday, get stuck with me. $9.99, $1,000 card back. Discounted to $4.99 now during the broadcast. Cards $500. Maintain 750 using Ray's rules and tools. Got a corp, build the one you got. What are we gonna do? 25,000 of credit, $24.99, 5 times more. $9.99, 5,000 credit, 5 times more. Either way you win. And that's the ultimate goal. So your goal is today is to zell. There's your Zelle. And then ultimate goal, give referrals too. See, referrals will build more credit. If not, we'll basically Zelle you some money to your corporation. There's my email address. No excuses. So today I do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Ultimate goal. So today you have the ability to change your life and the ability is to play the game to win. God gave me the ability to do so many things, and my best thing I'd ever do is help the world. And that's the ultimate goal. What is a closet division? It's 5 divisions sitting there, never do anything with, taking credit cards and transferring and ask for an additional card every time. Let it sit there going for your life. Because when we have an oh shit day, do we need help? I've had nobody to ever help me. I'm a friggin' orphan. Who's going to help me? God, me, that's it. I take a closet division, I'm ready to go. But I've had to fight for everything I had in my life. Have you had to fight? George, you're paid up now. Great. Glad to hear it. So do yourself a favor. Call the office now. 800-254-9506. If you miss that summit, that 3-day boot camp, that's the biggest mistake you'll ever make in your life. I'll guarantee that. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.